Green Country is home to some good eats, and Fox 23 staying on top of the best places to chow down. On this Foodie Friday, we're learning the secret to building a great sandwich from the owner of Tulsa's newest Jewish Deli. We told you Gambill's Jewish Deli and Wine Bar near 11th and Lewis delayed their grand opening because of the Father's Day storms. They were able to open their doors earlier this month. Here to show us some of the things that they're serving up, Gambill's owner, Hunter Stone Gambill. Thank you so much for being with us. You told us you lost around $8,000 and 2 weeks worth of food because of power outages. How is everything going since then?
Yeah, so obviously with the power outage, pastrami, we do a dry cure on our pastrami. It takes at least 2 to 3 weeks to make it. So it gets cured, then we rinse it. Then we dry it, then we spritz it with red wine vinegar, then we do our rub, we smoke it, then we pull it, and then we steam it. So that process takes quite a bit of time. And so we had roughly about $8,000 to $10,000 worth of pastrami kind of go out when the power went out.
Yikes. Wow, that's a big thing to try and overcome. You own another restaurant in Tulsa, Gambill's Pastaria, which is a local favorite. What made you want to open the deli?
Well, so I'm Jewish. I grew up in the Oklahoma community. I grew up in Oklahoma City and in our Jewish community down there. And so, you know, for me, all the food that we do is really a creative endeavor based on life experience. So the Italian restaurant, it's based on my first job. It was actually stepped out of a Sunday school. A girl in my Sunday school class gave me my first shot at 14, and so Italian's always been comfort food for me. And so the Jewish Deli is another thing that you know, really just doesn't exist in Tulsa outside of the synagogue once a month. And so just within the community, it's something I'd been asked to do by a lot of people within the Jewish community, and so I was really excited to kind of take on that project.
And you know, I mean, this food obviously is close to your heart. Several of your dishes are actually named after your mom.
Yeah, so my mom, I grew up obviously eating some of this food, and so our oven-baked brisket, it's something that my mom would bake every time we had Passover. And so our sandwich, do a non-traditional sandwich with that. We add horseradish mayo and provolone, which, you know, the horseradish mayo gives me like intonations of Passover because we always had the bitter herb as part of our Passover meal. And so, yeah, that's a really fun sandwich. And then what we're working on today is I've got the pastrami that we make, and I actually worked with the rabbi at the synagogue as I was developing our recipe for the restaurant, and kind of am using loosely the cure that he did, or sorry, the rub that he did, and so we call it Rabbi's pastrami to give a little ode to the rabbi.
That's awesome. Well, you're actually going to put this together for us and kind of go through all the ingredients and what exactly makes the perfect sandwich for you guys.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, again, this is one of those opportunities where if we had smell-o-vision, this smells fantastic, just unbelievable. And you talk about the process. I mean, you can tell how much love goes into the food by how long it takes to make that.
So, yeah, so first off, we've already talked about the pastrami. We're going to make what's called the pistol sandwich. Pistol is basically, in a Jewish deli, is traditionally means pastrami. It's a way that I believe it's Carnegie Deli, that's how they would communicate. And so we do a house-made spicy mustard, and this is actually a spicy mustard recipe I worked on with the owner of Max Barbecue. He and I did a little food truck doing some Jewish-inspired food together. So I kind of held on to that mustard recipe. So it's a little different than other spots, but it's sweet and spicy, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there, give a healthy amount on there.
Oh, yeah.
And so basically this sandwich is kind of a play on a traditional Reuben instead of corned beef. We're using pastrami, and then we've got our sauerkraut right here. And then, true to form, most Jewish delis don't, you know, grill their sandwiches, so we do warmed bread, but we can toast it longer if you'd like, if you come in and you're really wanting that. And then I've got Swiss that goes on top. And then at the restaurant, we just do big sandwiches.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and cut it in half.
Oh, my goodness.
And so that is basically the sandwich, one of our biggest sellers at the restaurant. Right now we're just doing 3 sandwiches while we kind of gear up. There's a big apartment complex going in next door. And when they open, we'll start doing bagels, and which because we have the Italian restaurant, we have all these pasta cookers, which is perfect for doing a traditionally boiled bagel.
Nice.
And then we've got the duck oven for the pizza. So kind of utilizing all of our restaurants to kind of create a really unique, fun experience over on 11th and Lewis.
Getting ready to kind of build on that menu. Outstanding. I can't wait to try this. This smells so good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Looking forward to trying it. Gambill's Jewish Deli and Wine Bar is next to Mother Road Market in Midtown Tulsa. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.